What the? Where the hell am I? Oi! What a drop! Dadovitchnic? Okay, I had to show you this. That is a guy's house. That tap up there. Looks really good. The Amity's been doing a lot of work to his place, rather than just looking like a big sandstone box. Actually, really does look pretty good. He says the upper rooms don't actually do anything at the moment, but he is working on it. Now, somebody else built a Quidditch field over there. It's looking pretty good too. And the railway just keeps getting bigger and better every time I see it. Awesome. Okay, boy. Now, I'm going to throw the stick, and you need to fetch the stick. Okay? Get the stick. No? About as useful as my dog in real life. She never gets a stick either. Oh, g'day all. Dadovitchnic here. Trying to teach a dog some new tricks and not really working. I haven't really been doing a lot on the server lately. I've been out doing a lot of other things. And one of the things I have done, which I haven't really had time to record while I did it, is install a mob system. Now, I'll just show you. It's just a very, very simple one, single floor job with a mob evader, and it simply drops them down and fall damage kills them. Now, you can have some problems with it. When the server backs up and lags out and disconnects you, when you connect back in, sometimes you can have mobs outside the mob system up there, and then that's when this area here gets creeped and all sorts of nastiness like that. Yeah, these things happen. I've got just been collecting the odd bit of stuff here and there. It's pretty good. It's not super fast, but it does the job. I'll take you down, we can have a look at it. It's lit up now, so there's no mob spawning. I started building it with that hole in the middle and found that it interfered with my slime spawn system. So basically there's a tunnel goes along, and the mob evader is basically just behind here. Just to keep the lights out when it's working. You see, I haven't prettied that up in any way, shape or form. It's just the simple 6x6 pads with spider anti-spider half slabs there, and redstone lamps in the ceiling. It's only too high so I don't get Enderman. It's simply the water sources are along the simple Etho roads, starting in each of the back corners there, moving up over to here. Yeah, where are we? Oops. Which is probably why I didn't do that. Or maybe it's behind there. Rightio, as you can see, the tunnel goes through there and simply drags them into the mob evader, and off they go. Cover that back up. Upstairs here, this is a simple lever to have manual control down here. Obviously, if that lever's on, if either of these levers is on, then this system of lighting will be. I had to spam torches in here. I actually had a creeper spawn in here. Snuck in on me while I was looking through the glass there and blew a big chunk out of here and most of the glass out. So anyway, we'll go upstairs and we'll turn the switch off and we'll watch it in action. They do still spawn in the back area. and this is far enough away that the old 40 block rule doesn't apply, so the mobs will still move around. So turn on lever, pull lever to turn on spawning pads. There we go. And here, close the drop gate. Basically up the top there, I've got a gate which stops the mobs from falling down. So you can collect them up there and just kill them all in one hit. Just move down the back here. You hear them there already. And as you can see, they're all having fun and frivolity, having a bit of a swim as they go towards the mob evader. So this is more for the gunpowder, because I've got plenty of bones and arrows from my skeleton spawner at the other base. Here we go. They do the nice spin dance on the way up. As you can see, these are simply source blocks surrounded by signs, which means they don't drown on the way up, and they still climb. Actually, talking about lag before, I was standing about here when I got disconnected one time by server lag. There's some problem, disconnected. When I came back, I actually fell through the earth and died, so lost all my stuff, including my silk touch pick, which really annoyed me. So I basically spent a bit of time in the nether at the got a good bow, Smite 5, it's not too bad either, really good shovel. And I have got a good pick. I haven't actually, this one came out as what is it, just an endurance 3, unbreaking 3, sorry. So I just used an old pick to get rid of it, and I'll re-enchant it some other time. Now these are going well, so if I pull this lever now, we should get a few falling out. Now it is pretty interesting how the bones and everything fall outside the actual thing. If you are actually standing in this corner, you can still get hit. So you can just leave that open like that and they'll just die as they come down, or you can store them all up. Now one of the things about that is that when you do close it off, you've got to have a bit of an interesting little system up here, which I'm sure I saw this somewhere, somebody else do this first. So the actual closing system is simply 2 pistons per side. As you can see, they build up underneath here. Now the problem with this is, of course, because it's a mob evader under there, once those doors open, the water will not go any further than this. So what we've got here is a water source block, and this piston simply pulses open for a very short period of time. As you can see, there's a monostable circuit here just to get a single pulse through, and that just extends the pulse slightly, long enough for that water to come down and then expand the water flow out to the edge. And there's simply 2 signs to stop it from going over. So they all collect there, and then when you pull the lever, you get a nice rain of mobs. Hello, how you going? Rightio. Now this is the problem area here. I am thinking very, very seriously of digging all this out away from the actual spawner area, so that if I do get DC'd, the monsters will fall to their death rather than somehow ending up outside the glass here and then coming along and blowing the crap out of my storage area, or me. So once again, once you're here, simply open that, and down they come. As I said, very, very simple. Turn the spawning pads on, and we'll just let those die out. Now outside here, while that's all occurring, the slimes come out. Those other mobs die, there's a much better chance for slimes to spawn, so I'm getting a lot of slime balls up here. As you can see, I've collected those ones there. This thing now you can either use as an experience farm, or you can pop that in there, and that simply drops a 1x1 block of water in there, and the slimes fall in it and drown. So they can't swim. Or you can keep getting them for experience, whichever one you prefer. Now for some reason, when they die, the slime balls come out this side and hardly ever the other side, which I find rather interesting. Anyway, we'll get rid of those. No extras. Now the only other change I've made along here is taking advantage of the new tree mechanics. So you simply run along here, spamming the right button, and then go back again, spamming the bone meal. As you can see, that is a nice lot of wood. And as long as you've got a mob farm, you'll never run out of bones, so you'll never run out of bone meal. Now the only hassle with this is you don't get quite as many saplings back, usually, as what you put in. Now the pumpkins are there to make sure that I don't end up with any of those ginormous monster trees that take forever to cut down. Okay, I'll just get the axe. Oops. Spot a lag there. And we get the axe. Here we go. I'll actually set up another enchanting room in the nether too, just to make it a bit easier, so I wasn't running backwards and forwards, because it is a bit of a trip. So we just walk through here. Any nice quantities of wood. I actually did this because I just about ran out of wood, believe it or not. And by the time I finished all the signs for the slime farm and the mob system, I'd pretty much used all the wood that I had. So having first sit down for today actually, to get a bit of burning off. Wife got me out the back working. Okay, now as you can see, I already had one stack of wood, but that's only 2 and a bit stacks. And then you get all the saplings and that out of it. Yeah, so that works pretty well. So we're going to put those away, and we'll come back and see how many saplings we've got left. I suppose I can leave that axe in there, can't I? And we've still got all the different sorts of trees here, so I've still got these ones here so that I can build up more numbers of saplings if I need to. The birch, the other pine and the jungle wood. So I'm thinking very seriously about doing some parquetry floors with all the different colours. Should be nice. Rightio. There we go. A few apples. Most of the saplings back. As you can see, these slimes are all over the shop here. Certainly get pushed everywhere anyway. Okay, I shouldn't have anything more spawning in there. Okay, a bit of zombie flesh. Bones. Arrows. And the gunpowder. Nice. Get a nice supply of apples there. Don't need any more seeds. I don't know if I pointed this out. Very, very simple garbage system. For anything you don't want. As you can see, a nice supply of wood. Yeah, I use my Silk Touch pick. Diamond block, redstone block. So I'm picking up a little bit of, doing a little bit of caving around the place. And I've got a stack of coal blocks down there. I've got 2 fortune picks though, so I can get those out anytime I want. Yeah, I was out there, down there lighting up all the caves around the place, of which there are many. And actually, while I was down there, ended up finding my way into other people's bases and all sorts of things. Anyhow, if you are going to build one of these, you really do need to light up all the caves that are in the area. Otherwise, the monsters will just keep spawning in there, and you'll get nothing in your mob trap. Well, hope you found this useful. It's just a very simple one, nothing fancy. It does the job. As I said, I had everything except I wasn't getting any gunpowder, so I decided to put this in. And I do plan to build a much bigger one in another area. I've got a couple of ideas about that, which I'll do later. Oh, Dadovitchnic, see you later.